topic 2.10, cell compartmentalization. My name is Paulette Unger, and I teach at Christ Church Episcopal School in Greenville, South Carolina. In this lesson, I'm going to share with you some examples of internal membranes and membrane-bound organelles and how in eukaryotic cells, they compartmentalize the cell and help facilitate intracellular reactions. I'll also discuss how a change in the internal membranes or membrane-bound organelles affect the ability of eukaryotic cells to perform necessary function. All cells, whether we're talking prokaryotic cells or eukaryotic cells, have a plasma membrane that allow them to establish and maintain an internal environment that's different from their external environment. However, eukaryotic cells have additional internal membranes and membrane-bound organelles that compartmentalize the cell. And in Figure 1, several of these membrane-bound structures are labeled here for you. And if you want to learn more about the structure and function of these, you can go back and watch video lessons for 2.1 and 2.2 where I highlight the structure and function in more detail for you. But these cellular compartments allow for a variety of metabolic processes and specific enzymatic reactions to occur simultaneously, which can increase the efficiency of eukaryotic cells in carrying out their functions. So membranes minimize competing interactions. When you have several reactions occurring in the same location at the same time, molecules from these reactions can interfere with each other and maybe speed up a reaction or slow it down based on that interference. So it's valuable to have the compartmentalization that we see here. So when it comes to the case of the lysosomes contain hydrolytic enzymes that are involved in chemical digestion. But these enzymes need to function in an acidic environment, which can be nicely maintained in the membrane of the lysosome. So you can have an acidic environment inside the lysosome while the rest of the cytoplasm can remain at a more neutral pH. And just imagine if a situation were to occur where the membranes of the lysosomes were to be damaged and the hydrolytic enzymes as well as that acidic fluid get released into the rest of the cytoplasm and that chemical digestion is continuing to occur, this could lead to some severe cell damage and possibly cell death. Membrane folding also can be maintained in these different membrane enclosed organelles and maximize the surface area for metabolic reactions to occur. So we can see how that inner membrane in Figure 1 of the mitochondria is highly folded, and this will increase the surface area for electron transport and ATP synthesis. And so that folding will maximize the amount of ATP that the mitochondria can generate for the cell to do work. And if you reduce that folding in any way, or if it's damaged to that folding, it's going to be less efficient at making energy, and that can ultimately impact the entire cell. We see the same membrane folding occurring in the chloroplast that is found in plant cells and other photosynthetic algae. And so the thylakoids that you see here in Figure 2 in the chloroplast model are highly folded membrane compartments that increase the efficiency of the light-dependent reactions. So you have these photosynthetic pigments and these chlorophyll pigments in the membranes of the thylakoid capturing light energy for those light-dependent reactions to occur most efficiently. So again, if there was any loss in the membrane structure there and that increased folding, it would just reduce the amount of light energy captured by the plant cells. So it's important for scientists to construct arguments to explain principles or concepts or ideas and reason through that. And part of argumentation is making predictions or expected results based on a disruption or change to a system. So here's an AP practice question. I'm going to ask you to pause the video, and when you have your best answer, press play and we'll discuss it. All right, so let's see what we have. So some viral infections can lead to the rupture of lysosomal membranes. Which prediction of the effect of this disruption of cellular compartmentalization is most likely correct? Choice C, hydrolytic enzymes will be released, which will cause cell death. So some key takeaways here are eukaryotic cells contain a variety of membrane-bound organelles that compartmentalize intracellular processes and enzymatic reactions and ultimately increase the efficiency of eukaryotic cell function. Internal membranes facilitate these cellular processes by minimizing competing interactions or by increasing surface area through membrane folding. And any loss of these intracellular compartments or changes to these membranes can hinder proper cell function. Thank you, and I hope this was helpful. And if you need more time, just rewind.